What a day it promises to be. Ayodhya gears up for a historic moment. Prime Minister Modi is set to hoist the saffron flag on top of the sacred Sri Ram Lala shrine. The ceremony, being viewed by many as a symbolic second Pran Pratishtha, will see around 6,000 invitees, including seers, dignitaries and officials. Security has been tightened across the temple town. Elaborate arrangements have been made in and around the Janmabhoomi complex. The flag hoisting will follow the Prime Minister's darshan and puja inside the Garbhagriha. Prime Minister Modi, in a post ahead of his visit, called Lord Ram the soul of India and said that this flag represents India's faith, ideals and heritage. The event is scheduled for noon at the newly inaugurated temple complex in Ayodhya. Let's listen in first to the kind of preparations that are taking place. But before we do that, let me also get in all the guests who are joining us today. Sameer Chaugankar, senior journalist, is with me here in the studio. We have Nandita Pandey, spiritual coach and astrologer. Dr. Arun Krishnan, historical fiction author. Ishika Taneja, spiritual guru, joins us, as well as Vedic speaker and author Dushyant Sridhar. But first I will go across to the person who is lucky to be in Ayodhya in the midst of it all. Gauri Dwivedi, my colleague, joins us from the banks of the Saryu, as far as I can discern from here. How lucky were you there on the day of Pran Pratishtha, on the day of Bhumi Pujan? Because if you were, you will be one of the very, very lucky few. Gauri, what's happening?
Yes, Padmaja, you are right. It is a big day and I am lucky to be here. You are right. This is the banks of Saryu Nadi where I am standing right now, and the entire stretch of Ram Mandir and Hanuman Gadi has now been cordoned off. The Prime Minister is expected to be here in about half an hour's time from now, and lots of devotees have been coming here since yesterday. I met people from Punjab, I met people from Kerala, I met so many people from Andhra Pradesh, and there are a bunch of people here who are bathing in the morning right now at the banks of Saryu Nadi and are waiting for this very important milestone. And you know, it is not just about the fact that a temple gets completed, it's about the Ram temple finally getting its flag, the flag that is the center, or expected to be the center of both devotion and dharma. And I think that's the significance of today's milestone, beyond of course it being a very civilizational moment for India. You mentioned at the beginning of this broadcast, it has been 500 years in the making. So yes, this is centuries of movement seeing its culmination today, and that's the significance of it. And yes, I am lucky to be here right now bringing this broadcast to you and telling you exactly why there are millions of people around the world who feel connected to what is going to happen in about 3 hours from now.
So let's just explain a little bit about why this Muhurt today. Abhijit Nakshatra, it was Nandita Pandey, the same day, on the same Muhurt when the Pran Pratishtha had been done, when the Bhumi Pujan had been done, and now we finally see the Dharm Dhwaj also go up. What's the importance of this particular Muhurt? Why was this day chosen?
See, today is 25th of November and it's also the Margashish Shukla Panchami, which is also known as Vivaha Panchami. And on this day, Lord Rama and Goddess Sita got married. So it has a very strong spiritual significance. Even in the wedding Muhurts, we say that, you know, if you get married on this particular day, or if you start something afresh on this day, or if there is a new beginning on this day, then it's considered to be extremely auspicious and also a blessed day altogether. And there are very positive yogas that are running today. So there is Sarvar Siddha Yoga that is running today. So it's a beautiful time to actually start something auspicious. Also, the Abhijit means something that cannot be demolished or destroyed. So that Muhurta itself during the midday time, that's around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And that's the time which is considered that even if you don't know, even if the entire day is not suitable to you, or if there is no other Muhurt that is coming in, if you do something on Abhijit Muhurt, it will stand the test of the times and it is going to be long lasting. So that's the reason, with the significance of Vivaha Panchami, that is Lord Rama's wedding day. Also, apart from that, the entire auspiciousness on this day. And also today is also Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's martyrdom day. Now, why that is significant today is because he also had gone to Ayodhya and he had meditated there for almost 48 hours without a break. And he got those energies from Lord Rama's place and the divine supreme energies. He had that enlightened state there.
Yeah.
So that also creates that beautiful significance. So when you amalgamate all of these together, it turns out to be a beautiful day. It turns out to be a very auspicious day. And why not? One should actually pick up a date where there is essence of Lord Rama in it. There is essence of Lord Sita in it. There is essence of even Lord Guru Tegh Bahadur in it. There is essence of it's a Panchami Tithi. The Panchami Tithi is one of the most auspicious tithi to start anything new altogether.
And the beauty is that the Ram Mandir is such a melting pot of different cultures, of different religions as well. Different communities. People keep talking about, how it is only, the whole Ram Mandir movement was driven by a certain upper caste Hindu who were Brahminical, and nothing could be farther from the truth. Just take a look at the temple complex itself. But before we talk about the complex, I really want to focus, Ami ji, on the Dharm Dhwaja. ये धर्म ध्वजा का आज इतना इंपॉर्टेंस क्यों है? क्योंकि कई लोग तो कहेंगे भाई 2024 से हम राम मंदिर में प्रभु श्री राम के दर्शन कर ही रहे थे, दर्शन के लिए खोल ही दिया गया था, तो आज के दिन का क्यों महत्व है? ये धर्म ध्वजा क्यों, जो लोग प्रभु श्री राम के या तो भक्त हैं या अनुयायी हैं, उनके लिए आज के दिन का क्या सिग्निफिकेंस है?
देखिए, धर्म ध्वजा जो भगवा धर्म ध्वजा आज प्रधानमंत्री मोदी आज स्थापित करने वाले हैं 12 बजे, उसका बहुत महत्व है। अगर सनातन धर्म में अगर देखेंगे, हिंदू धर्म में, तो भगवा कलर जो रहा है, भगवा कलर और ध्वज का एक बहुत सिग्निफिकेंस रहा है। अगर आप महाभारत का समय देखेंगे और रामायण का समय देखेंगे, राजा दशरथ के महल में जो ध्वज लहराई जाती थी वो यही भगवा ध्वज थी। तो मुझे लगता है इसका बहुत सिग्निफिकेंस है और भगवान राम के लिए के से रिप्रेजेंट करता हुआ ये भगवा ध्वज, हिंदू धर्म को रिप्रेजेंट करता हुआ ये भगवा कलर है, भगवा ध्वज है। तो ये हिंदुत्व की राम के एक सिंबॉलिक पहचान है। तो मुझे लग रहा है ये प्राण प्रतिष्ठा तब तक पूरी नहीं होती जब तक भगवा ध्वज ऊपर नहीं होता। प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने कहा था जब 22 जनवरी को 2024 को प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने जब प्राण प्रतिष्ठा की थी, तब प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने इस बात का जिक्र किया था बाद में कि भाई जल्दी ही भगवा ध्वज की भी प्रतिष्ठा स्थापना की जाएगी और तब मंदिर का निर्माण पूर्ण माना जाएगा। और आज है कि जब मंदिर पूर्ण बन गया, आज भगवा ध्वज की स्थापना होगी, उसके बाद ये पूरा मंदिर आज माना जाएगा कि अब आज से पूरा मंदिर ये स्थापित हो चुका है। तो भगवा रंग जो है हमेशा से एक हिंदू धर्म में धर्म गुरुओं के लिए एक आराध्य का विषय रहा है। तो मुझे लगता है कि उसका बहुत सिग्निफिकेंस रहा है राजा दशरथ के समय से, फिर राम जी के समय से, उसके बाद से तमाम समय में जब भी कोई शुभ मुहूर्त होता है या कोई भी बड़ा एक अन्याय के खिलाफ न्याय की लड़ाई होती है तो उसमें भगवा ध्वज का बड़ा रहा है। समर्थ रामदास ने जब महाराष्ट्र में शिवाजी को जब तैयार किया था लड़ने के लिए मुगलों से, तो उन्होंने भी भगवा ध्वज शिवाजी को पहली बार दिया था और शिवाजी ने भगवा ध्वज को जिस तरीके से महाराष्ट्र के अंदर फहराया था, पेशवाओं ने भगवा ध्वज को फहराया था। तो हमेशा से ये मतलब मुगल आक्रांताओं के खिलाफ या दूसरे घुसपैठियों के खिलाफ एक जो युद्ध लड़ा है उसका एक सिंबल रहा है और धर्म का सबसे बड़ा सिंबल है भगवा कलर, भगवा ध्वज। तो उसके कारण भी इसका सिग्निफिकेंस है और राष्ट्रीय सेवक संघ के लिए भी भगवा ध्वज एक गुरु है।
बिल्कुल, और राष्ट्रीय सेवक संघ की बात कर रहे हैं तो अभी बिकॉज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द कल्चरल इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ द राम टेम्पल, द सिंबलिज्म, द फैक्ट दैट इट नाउ अ संपूर्ण राम मंदिर, द एंटायर कंप्लीशन इज मार्क्ड बाय द होइस्टिंग ऑफ द भगवा ध्वज, द फैक्ट दैट इवन मोहन भागवत, इशिका तनेजा had just said a few days ago कि कुछ तो होगा हमें कि हस्ती मिटती नहीं हमारी, इतने लोग आए, इतने लोग गए, so many invaders, people who thought they could convert us, people who thought they could trample upon our faith, people who thought that they could uproot our civilization, and yet here we are. And I think the Ram Mandir today is the perfect symbol of what the RSS chief said कि कुछ तो है कि हस्ती मिटती नहीं हमारी.
I think the most beautiful part is that आप सत्य को दबा नहीं सकते. And that is what has been proven in the history, and we can just see it happening today right in front of our eyes, because this fight has been really long. It has been going on since 500 years and lakhs of people. Not just, I'm not just talking about the car sevaks who had lost their lives in the 1990s, but also way before that, when we actually start looking at the history, it started off when the Babar wanted that, the dhacha to be there, and when he started brutally, it is actually mentioned in the books itself that 1,74,000 people lost their lives, and since that moment onwards, people have been killed and they have sacrificed their lives just to see this day. And we are so blessed, and we are really thankful and grateful to our Prime Minister Modi ji that we could actually see this happening today. And I just became Sita Maya with Yogi Adityanath ji, and I think the Shraddha that he has in his heart, I could experience it and witness it firsthand when we were together. And, he was just doing our puja and aarti. And at that time, I could actually feel that it is not a CM doing aarti. It is actually him just, devoting himself to the entire,
Yogi Adityanath himself has a very, very long history with his gurus, with the Ram Temple movement, who originally brought Ram Lala back into what was the disputed structure at that time. But